In this video, we're going to take a look at the menu options that are available on the OPSCOM handheld software. First option is vehicle search. There are videos that describe some of these menu options in more depth. We'll just do a quick overview. Vehicle search allows us to search for vehicles. So if we were to search for ADMN 485, which I know has a permit, we can do a search and we can bring up information about that vehicle. We expand on that, we can see that we also get permit details. So we can see here 004, and we can record a virtual chalk record, we can create a violation, or we could just view past details about this plate. If we wanted to, we could use the microphone to do a search, or also take a picture of the plate and have the plate read by the LPR system and convert it into a text representation. So generally, this is where we would start if we were doing violation creation. We can also do a person search. So in the case of a person, I know that there's a Rockwood in the system, so I can do a last name search and bring up their details. As well, we can do a wildcard search, and in the case of wildcard, it would search the driver's license, the phone number, as well as the person's name. Now, with vehicles, we can have it so that its records are flagged, and we can do the same for people. And by that, we can do a search, and actually when I bring up Steph Jamison's information, I can see that she's wanted for questioning in some particular incident. Now, if I click on Steph Jamison, it takes me to the violation entry screen, which would allow us to start a personal violation on this person. If we go back and back again, the next option is permit search. Permit search allows us to search permits. A lot of the systems now are going paperless, so you may not have permits that can be sought, but it is possible for us to do a search. Now, we had seen earlier, we did a search for a plate and it had permit 0004. We bring that up and we can see that ADMN 485 was the plate that I had done a search on, and that has a standard permit of 004. Now we see that there are three plates tied to this permit, and that is because each of these plates is probably under a user's profile. So one user has 3 different vehicles. And for testing scenarios, we do that where we want to test for misuse of permit and that sort of idea. But in this case, each of these vehicles is tied to that standard permit. So if we go back, the next option is LPR scanning. We don't have the plate reader system running, but if we did, the LPR scanning would allow us to do automated searching. And we do have a video related or that describes that in great detail. But essentially, if I did LPR scanning, it would mean I'd have a camera or 2 on my car. And as I was driving around, the system would be scanning plates automatically. System settings allows us to control the settings in the system. So some of the settings that are specific to this particular installation. We do download, when we do a data synchronization, settings that come from the server. This allows us to customize some of those settings so that we can make this particular handheld work in a particular fashion. Synchronize data, if we have data that we need to synchronize, or even any time we can click on synchronize data, it's going to synchronize any new information and bring us up to date. So now we have an up-to-date cached version of the information. The reason that we cache information on the handheld is because often we can go in and out of network zones, so Wi-Fi zone or 3G zone. And with the data synchronization, it allows us to download data, have a copy of that data ready to go when we need it. So we can search against that. Replication status is a function of the system that shows us the status of the tables that we've been syncing. So we can see that a lot of the tables are showing green. Here we can see the do not ticket in tow has no records. And as we scroll down, we shouldn't see any red X's. If we see a red X, it means that a table is currently out of sync. So if we go back, the next one is message alerts. This would be a list of all of the past messages that may have been sent to this handheld. And it's possible for the dispatcher on the web portal to push messages to the handheld to alert the patrol. And any of those messages will show up in the drop down at the top or the notification bar, but they would also show up here for archival reasons. So if we go back, we can see that OPSCOM on the web would take us directly to the website related to this handheld. So in this case, it would take me directly to the demo system or the demo web portal where I could log in and actually do some administration right on the tablet. Application logout, as it sounds, is going to log me out, and I'd have to log back into the system. And about is just general about information, but this is also where we can go to review the logs. So here we can see the logging that's been recorded, or rather the log entries that have been recorded as a result of me actually using the system. And this is great for troubleshooting and also just being aware of what's happening behind the scenes. And so that's the quick overview of the menu options that are available on the OPSCOM handheld. Thanks for watching.